welcome to my channel. My name is Angelisa and welcome to Life with Little Monsters. A little bit about me. I'm a single mom of 3 little people. About my channel, we'll be doing a little bit of budgeting, Happy Meal, playing with me, probably some nail stuff, who knows. Today we'll be going over, setting up my calendar for my December budget. I've already set up my calendar for my December budget. This kit is from Life in Envelopes. Whew, I can't talk. By Jennifer Bleacher. She has an Etsy shop, and she also has a printable Etsy shop where you can purchase the kits and download and cut and print them yourself. That's a little bit too expensive for me, so we're gonna stick to trying to order. So today we'll be doing my December budget. Did a little cheating. I went ahead and I printed out, this is my key, we'll get to that later, but I went ahead and printed out because I was using the printable version. So to save time, I went ahead and printed out a December calendar. Went ahead and wrote everything down where I want to go. And I've also went ahead and did my first paycheck. That way, it'll save a little time. So first, we're going to set up my key. We're going to use some mild liners. And we're going to set up the key. I'm going to use this little, I got glitter everywhere. But we're going to use this little box as the key. And we're going to, draw us a key. Let's see. We're going to do paycheck number 1, child tax credit. Paycheck number 2. Then we have capital 1. And since I wrote so big, we're going to put the next one up here, which is my second credit card. And we're going to make a key. This is for everything that's in this color will be paid with my Destiny credit card. Everything in this orangey looking color will be paid with my first paycheck, paycheck number 1. This purple color is the child tax credit. This green color is paycheck number 2. And this gray looking color is my capital 1 credit card. All right. Now let's set everything up. I'm gonna put my key off to the side where I can see it. And we'll just set everything up. I'm gonna start on this side and just write everything that's on this side to keep this coil. We have my Navy Federal credit card is due. I like to use Klarna. And I also use Afterpay to make a few purchases. Starting in the New Year's, I want to try to not use it, because to me it's like a debt. Although it sometimes comes in handy, but at the same time it can become a debt, because you don't want to pay for something right off, but then something comes up and you having to you can't necessarily pay for it because you have to pay your balance down with one of these, well, with Klarna or Afterpay. So it can come in handy, but at the same time, we want to start saving up, get that emergency fund cushioned. Also, start some sinking funds. So if something comes up, we'll have the funds and won't have to be bracing or panicking to try to get it paid for. And my Capital One. Oh Lord, I can't spell. I wrote it right, but I wrote it right on there, but I'm spelling it wrong here. Capital One. Oh, and these are friction erasable pens. They come in handy. They come in handy, especially if you're doing stuff like this and you don't want. I don't like whiteout, so I kind of like using this like this. All right, and we're gonna flip it over. Let's make sure we got everything, and we're gonna flip it over. We're gonna start on this side, and we got AT&T. My phone bill is high. I want to see if I can get it. And I have two phone lines. I wasn't intending on having two phone lines, but it kind of happened. And I want to take one off, but I use my second phone as a hotspot. So when, had to throw my hair out the way. I use my second phone as a hotspot for when we're on the road and trying to keep the little people distracted. It comes in handy. Give them their iPad and some headphones, and it's smooth sailing. All right. Let's make sure we got everything. All right. Uh-oh. Sorry. So let's set up. Let's start our color coding. We're going to start with paycheck number 1. For paycheck number 1, these two payments, they have already been paid. Well, no, let's start with everything is paid with a credit card. We're going to start with, and for this, I have this cheat sheet to let me know. So put that off to the side so I know what to mark. Let's see. We have my FICO is paid for with my Capital One. OnStar is, I named my car Maxwell. I don't know if anybody else names their car, but I named my car Maxwell. And putting OnStar on Maxwell, it kind of helps because, like, I can see, like, my tire pressure, my oil percentage, although I can see it on my car in case I'm, like, at work or something, I want to schedule an oil change or something like that. I can actually see, like, how much I have left, time for me needing the oil change. So it comes in handy sometimes. And I have Hulu on Capital One. I don't have cable. I don't think anyone has cable these days. I think everybody is using streaming services or Netflix or Hulu or Apple TV. So, and my Amazon Prime is on my Destiny credit card. And my Stars. And Discovery Plus. So, that helps. So these are like automatic payments, so I wouldn't necessarily be worried about these coming out of my check. I just have to watch the balance on my credit cards to see, make sure I get all of them when it's time to pay the full balance. That way all of these are paid on time to keep these from, you know, getting cut off. All right, so let's start with paycheck number 1. We have my cell phone, well, Wi-Fi, of course, and my cell phone, plus this Klarna payment. Oh, this smudging. It's okay. And we have, although I have a child tax credit right here, I want to go ahead and get my light bill paid. And then we have this Afterpay payment. All right. Then we have these two have already been taken care of with my other check, so I'm not gonna worry about those. And for my child tax credit, we're gonna pay my Destiny credit card. We're gonna pay off these Afterpay. And I think that's it. Well, I want to, and this Klarna. We got that. And then for our last check, we're going to pay this Klarna payment, this Afterpay payment, my car note. I have a grace period to pay my car note, so by the time I get paid, I'll be within the 7-day grace period, and we'll be paying my Capital One. All right, so we have everything color coded already, all nice and pretty. So let's flip on over, and we're gonna start with our first paycheck. So, as I said, I went ahead and did my cheat sheet. Save time. All right, and this is gonna be my paycheck number 1 with the date of December 10th. We have paycheck number 1. And I'm gonna budget for like the lowest my check can be, just to be on the safe side. And if it's a little bit more, then we can allocate that somewhere else. So for this check, we say we're gonna pay AT&T phone. We're gonna, I don't necessarily worry about the date. We have AT&T Wi-Fi, and we have Entergy. We're gonna cover our 4 walls first. And my 4 walls is my phone, my light bill, my water bill, and my rent. Reason why rent and water is not on here or on my in the budget is because it has already been paid for the month of December. You may see it in January and you may not. Just depends. We're praying that it is paid. All right, now let's go get a calculator. use our trusty calculator. 242.23 plus 69.99 plus 87.40. All right. $399.62. All right, and we're gonna subtract that from the payment. Subtract 399.62 and give us $411.31. We're gonna bring that down. And for our cash envelopes, we have Little Monsters. That's what I call my babies. Little Monsters. They're my angels, but they're my little monsters too. And then just for mommy, which is for me, I give myself a little allowance. Just a little bit. Nothing big. I do 40. And for them, this could be like for this month, they have to dress up for school. So for them, it could be like something school related or anything like that. And for me, that's just my allowance. And then we have groceries. And for my groceries, I have 120. I'll show you guys how I do my budget for my groceries, and that video will be out tomorrow. So we have 411.31 subtract 40. Well, take that 40 plus 25 plus 120 is 185. All right, then we'll say 411.31 subtract 185 is $226.31. And since we're not doing any sinking funds, I'm gonna leave that right there. So, which brings us to our extra debts, which would be Afterpay. And Klarna. I think that's it. I think that's all I agreed to pay. Yep, that's it. And Afterpay is $37.30. Klarna is $7. All right, so we're gonna add this up. It's $54.30. So we're gonna say 226.31 subtract 54.30, which gives us $172. And we're gonna bring that down. And this is gonna be our rollover. We're gonna roll this over into our child tax credit payment week. So, and you always want a zero budget. It's not that you won't have anything left over. It's just every dollar has a place. So even though this says zero, every penny that I have has went somewhere. So it's technically not zero. But it's better to zero it out than have something right here and you be like, oh, I have this to spend. So this will go into rollover. I want to start saving for my emergency fund, but we're gonna kind of wait. We're gonna wait till the first of the year to see how we gotta get past this little hurdle that we're in. All right, YouTube. Thank you for coming to my channel. If you like what you see, please like, subscribe, um, hit the bell notification, and make sure it says all notifications so you'll know when I post my next video. Thank you for coming. Bye.